we have blind angles, we human beings, probably animals as well. To initiate this section of the writing about divine intervention, there is a star shaped in this situation, in drawing, visualized as such, constellation, oh, that's a difficult sentence. That is an image of, it's not well written, sorry, an image of the angles that co-work, that from various angles work towards the same future, being from different angles, dots of the same star in a cooperative web of threads that keep the star shining in our minds. To get back to the blind angles that make phenomena appear, which can be many different sorts at different geographical locations. The blind angles are always present, but in what is often referred to as other dimensions, but really is blind angles when it comes to vibrations, that you can flip lights off distantly, not off or turn on, to make visual to the eye. Like things in the universe are slightly twisted, not negatively, for presence at a distance to be put in a vibrational connection to you that makes the not seen visual to the eye. In this situation, an underworld of a planet, a force field, etc. The underworld might be what ancient Egyptians likewise referred to as underworld. In this situation, it was an unknown fact from ancient Egyptian writings, from Book of the Dead, unknown to me. The connection that creates a cause-effect situation might be the reason for ringing in ears, like also mentioned in religious writings, and also the poking of eyes, and mentioned in songs like, now I don't remember what the song is called, but Joseph's face was black as night, pale yellow moon shone in his eyes, his bed was warm after ringing round my nursery door, which is a song about Africa where the pyramids are situated. The ancient Egyptians were pure and purified, spreading love and light around and within themselves, a fresh breath of air in words that makes it possible to feel the revitalization, or the healthy words that still can function as mind and body food, also when you're finding your own way of being pure and purified within, spreading love from deep within, not letting outside your body from top to toe influence or disturb your essence of being, the love you feel to the nature of right and contrast to wrongdoings. Blind angles can be illustrated as an image drawn with words, as flip images that were in fashion in the 1980s for children as toys. You flip the more dimensional image, then the image becomes more dimensional, like it steps out of the flat image. It is seen from a different angle. Why is the dimensions not visible to the eye, only when in a specific vibrational field of cause and effect? Probably because the mind has areas of the brain that are understimulated with love, with connection of understanding, agreement of reality, which means you might have to look for the connection in past writings or speeches which makes it somehow an evidence of the existence of something divine in the universe. It is always there as a sensation, um, but not always visual to oneself. Or what did I? Or what did I write there? What did I mean? Not always visual to oneself. Or well, just visual. I don't remember what I looks like. Nice, but that's not what I wanted to say. Or more visual to oneself. Or more. No, yeah, that's. If you have a dark room and some things in the room are of a dark color, a color that is similar to the darkness in the room, you cannot see it until you light up the room. Or maybe if the things on the other side of is of another color, you can flip it around to be able to see it with your eyes. There can be many explanations that seem plausible. Maybe the outer space is curved somehow, and if you manipulate the space, some hidden phenomenon become visible to the eye. How is the space then manipulated? Maybe it is like a birth, a dilated space that opens up parts of space that is normally invisible. When light lights up the invisible, it becomes visible to the eye, though it is there still, even not lit up. Like there's light from somewhere in space, a crooked angle that sometimes becomes so bright that the light lights up the otherwise invisible to the eye. A space that is either twisted or dilated when you are aligned with the space from where the light of some kind spreads light almost intangible to the vision of the eyes. Maybe from somewhere over the rainbow, maybe there are cracks in heaven. Maybe heaven is not an intangible physical afterlife, or maybe it is not intangible physically, an afterlife, but somewhere to reach at the speed of light. A way to describe the phenomenon of light reflected on what was not visible, for it to become visible, is thinking of blinds being opened, being pulled, for the light to get in, to light up what was in the blind angles. Some people's qualities can have been hidden in a similar manner. Then suddenly you notice the person you have seen but never really noticed before. Probably because when you change yourself, your surroundings seem to change, or they actually do change. In this situation, it is like darkness in the dark. They do not complement each other. They are similar. They do not amplify any way, but a specific type of light, like a dreamlike light, like a certain tone to the light, like a little bit of color was added to the light that is complementary to the phenomena that are visualized thereby. Or you can compare it to phenomena hidden in the fog, and a specific type of light with very specific characteristic is needed to light up to see what hides in the fog. Like is the same when you drive on a foggy day. The short light, which is what it's called in Danish, makes you only see what is right in front of you. The long light blends with the fog for you to be almost blinded by the light and fog. Like in the 1990s, you got a mark on your hand to enter. Oh gosh, man, the disco that was only visible in the neon light, like things in the universe are slightly, that's not the right, is it then neon light and not they bowed down and prayed to the neon god they made, like Las Vegas, the artificial beauty which can be beautiful even with a touch of Egyptian pyramids, but a commercial purpose recreation of the real thing, like one of the 7 wonders of the world, the pyramids. In this situation, neon-like light that makes it possible to view with your eyes even greater wonders of the universal world